Welcome back to the top of the sixth here at McCrary Park in Asheboro, North Carolina. As Juan Correa's first up against Itai Spinoza, who's a familiar foe of the High Toms. He's had 8 appearances. Well, this will be his 8th, and it's his 4th against the High Toms. And we'll face Juan Correa to start, and the first pitch is outside on the fastball, ball 1. In his last appearance against the High Toms, in a 9-3 loss, he pitched an inning and a third, allowed 5 runs, 4 being earned. As the breaking ball drops in, it's 1-1 on Correa. And his other 2 appearances against the High Toms, his first one on June the 8th, he got the loss as the 1-1 pitch is cracked down the ground to the shortstop Lodis, who fires over to first in time for out number 1. Like I was saying, his first appearance against the High Toms on the 8th of June, he went an inning allowing 2 runs, 1 being earned. In his second appearance on June 23rd, he went a third of an inning allowing 3 runs, all being earned on 3 hits. So it's fair to say that the High Toms are familiar with Spinoza, the Elon product.
Most definitely.
Brings up Austin Deering, and he takes a first pitch strike from Spinoza, who picked up his first win of the year against the Mustangs 2 days ago. There's the 0-1 pitch. Just inside, it's 1-1 on Deering. When he went 2 innings pitched, allowed 3 runs, all being earned on 3 hits. 1-1 pitch into Deering is hit to the left side, and Lodis is able to make the sliding stop, but he's in the outfield as it's an infield single for Austin Deering. That was easily past Beebe at third base. Lodis made the sliding stop to keep it in front of him, but either way, Austin Deering's on for the 4th time today. That's 3 singles.
Find a way, Austin Deering, and we mentioned it at the top of the broadcast how he's made a lot of those adjustments, and I mean, hey, they're paying off right now in Asheboro. A walk and 3 singles, we'll take it.
No doubt about it. And they'll also take Josh Caron's productivity so far in this game as he takes a first pitch in for a strike on a breaking ball on the lower part of the zone. He had a 2 RBI single back in the top of the 5th. Those were the go-ahead runs, and the High Toms added a couple more on. They lead 8-4 in the top of the 6th. Austin Deering's on first base. The 0-1 pitch is inside right near the back knee of the righty Caron. One and one with 1 out on Caron. Here's the pitch. It's on the outside corner for a strike. It's 1-2.
And while Caron hasn't necessarily rocked the baseball today, he's been able to get it done really any way, shape, or form.
That's sometimes what it takes to get out of a slump, is find any way to reach base. 1-2 pitch to Caron is lined right at the second baseman, Budzik, who makes the catch for out number 2 as Austin Deering slides back in time. But that ball was a rocket off the bat of Josh Caron, but right at Jacob Budzik, who is playing at second base, but playing more up the middle.
Kind of surprised that Budzik didn't even really take a look back over towards first. Deering was kind of caught in no man's land, flat-footed, and the throw over might have been worth an attempt.
So a rocket by Caron is out number 2, and Jake Coonan now steps in and takes the first pitch away, ball 1. With 2 outs in the top of the 6th, Asheboro desperately trying to keep the High Toms off the board as they already have a 4-run lead after a 7-run top of the 5th. Spinoza's 1-0 pitch. It's way outside, and it's 2-0. High Toms have had some magical innings these past few games to try to ride some momentum into the second half. The 2-0 pitch is lined past the third baseman, Beebe, and into left field. It's going to be extra bases for Jake Coonan. They're going to wave around Deering. The throw to the plate is not going to be in time as it's by the catcher Holland. And advancing to third is Jake Coonan. It's an RBI double from Coonan, who advances to third on the throw, and the High Toms add another run. It's 9-4.
Aggressive base running pays off right there. That ball went all the way into foul territory, into the left field corner next to the bullpen. It's the deepest part down the left field line you could possibly put it in. Jake Coonan, a rocket past the bag at third.
It looked like Blackledge also mishandled the ball a little bit, and it was a rush throw in from the shortstop Lodis to the catcher Holland. And when it bounces on that turf, it's so tough to block or even think about scooping and putting a tag down. As Nate Chrisman steps in and fouls the first pitch back to the netting. So after Austin Deering singles, he's sent home on the RBI double from Jake Coonan, who advances to third on the throw home. Welcome back to Jim and Betty Stadium on the campus of App State, where Jay Dill right now is dealing in a game the High Toms lead 3-0. Dill's gone 6 innings pitched, allowed 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts, and will kick his leg and deliver the first pitch to Wagner. It's a little bit low, ball 1. But this is no stranger to Jay Dill pitching deep in ball games at all. As it's 1-0 to Wagner. Here comes the next delivery from Dill. It is inside, ball 2. Rather, it was a foul tip. A little half swing went right back to the backstop. So it's 1-1. Jay Dill has gone 6 innings in an outing in his first start. In his last start, he went 8 innings pitched. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Wagner. Check swing, check down to first. He went around, and it's 1-2 on Caden Wagner. With no outs here in the bottom of the 7th. High Toms out-hitting the Bigfoots 5-3, but have not had much traffic on the bases as of recently. Dill will kick and fire his 1-2 pitch. Fouled off down the third base line. Well, temperature has dropped down to 72 degrees. As here's the 1-2 pitch. Just a little bit low. It's 2-2 as they check down to first again. This time Wagner did not go around. But the temperature has dropped about 8 degrees since the start of game time. It's 6:30 Eastern time. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. It's away. It's 3-2 on Caden Wagner.
And with Rowan Watt being subbed out of this one, Nathan Chrisman does straight swap go into right field.
3-2 pitch, a rocker in, a deliver from Dill. It's line. J.D. Suarez makes a sweet grab, spin and throw. Pulls Spike off the bag. It's an infield single from Caden Wagner. But J.D. Suarez made a terrific sliding stop behind second base and spun around, but the throw was just off the mark. He had plenty of time to get Wagner. The throw was just a little bit off.
Excellent execution by J.D. Suarez at shortstop. The great grab, the turn, and almost feel like when he turned, he may have rushed it a little bit. That's what put the throw off.
And Caden Wagner is not the fastest guy either, but you certainly had time to possibly throw the ball a little more accurately. But either way, it's going to be ruled infield single, and Max Weller takes a first pitch strike on the outside corner. So Caden Wagner is on first after his leadoff hit. It's 0-1 on Max Weller. Dill will take a look to first and deliver the breaking ball pitch. It's chopped up the middle. J.D. Suarez has it, steps on second for 1, on to first. It's a double play. 6-3 double play, and it's the 3rd time this evening the High Toms have turned 2.
Well, J.D. Suarez able to redeem himself after putting that first throw over to first a little off. Gets the double play. Now there's 2 outs for the High Toms.
So the leadoff single is erased by some more great High Tom defense, and it brings up Rogue Wallace with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Here's J. Dill's pitch. It's outside, ball 1. That was the 108th pitch J. Dill has thrown in this game. Dill back in the windup. Will kick his leg. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. A breaking ball. That rode too far inside on Wallace for him to touch. 1-1. A sidestep and a 1-1 fire on the inside corner. Strike 2 on a fastball. 1-2, 2 outs. J. Dill looking to complete 7 scoreless against the Boone Bigfoots. The 1-2 delivery on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. J. Dill's 7th strikeout. He's through 7 scoreless. And a masterpiece of an outing from one of the best High Tom starts they've had all season long. 3-0 High Toms as we head into the 8th.